Hello and welcome again to Best Boys.
Ooh, yeah.
We got a big movie for you. A little movie called The Big Lebowski.
Yes, this is a cult classic that spawned its own religion. I forgot you don't have a thing to read off of. There isn't anything on the back. This is my limited edition Steelbook Blu-ray.
Oh,
Don't you dare take my code. That's a code for my digital copy of the film.
okay. Well, in lieu of a DVD cover, I'm going to go ahead and read this article that was inside of the box.
Sure.
No kid hungry, share our strength. A child who is distracted is often sick of struggles to learn, or struggles to learn could be one of the millions of hungry kids in America. End childhood hunger in America. Take the pledge. NoKidHungry.org. Don't ignore the signs.
Starvation. No
This
one
is,
likes it.
There's also how to get your digital copy of The Big Lebowski. The code
Yep.
is 69EY
No!
NH W4.
No! Oh, my code! My code!
You can redeem that in iTunes, Windows.
No,
Media,
don't!
and more.
Don't do it! No!
Well, I'll tell you one thing though, Joe. Times like these call for a Big Lebowski T-shirt.
Oh yeah. You can get your dude mug. You can get all kinds of things related to the Big Lebowski. So I hope you people enjoyed your Halloween special. This time we're going for I really went comedy this time. We don't do many comedies on here, but this is a good one. This is a classic American film about a man named the Dude who bowls.
Okay, he likes to go bowling, and there's about 5 characters on here. One of the characters looks like Zeke from not Dishonored. The game where he had electric powers. Infamous.
Oh, I actually am just playing Infamous. I'm playing through it on PS3.
Yep, he looks like his best friend Zeke.
Oh, that's right, he does. I
Right.
bet that's actually a reference because Big Lebowski's big.
Yeah,
Really
so
is.
we'll go ahead and read this movie. Let's get into it. All right, so that was The Big Lebowski. Pretty, in their movie, a lot of ins and outs, pretty complicated stuff.
Yeah, it was a treat for the fingers, a pleasure for the tips.
What? Was that in the movie, or is that just you saying weird
that's something
shit?
else. No, that's some salad fingers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I guess it's hard for you to differentiate between Salad Fingers and The Big Lebowski.
Definitely, because there's always a lot of people like trying to poke him.
Trying to poke him spiritually, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tad, I am now a legal priest. So I have all the legal rights as a normal priest would.
Is that what you were doing when I was taking a shit?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I was becoming a nudist priest.
a dudist. Is that like a nudist?
No. Well, I can be naked if I so choose.
So you can be a nudist priest?
Yes.
Nudist priest while listening to Judas Priest?
Yeah. And if you too would like to become a legal priest with all the, you could like marry people, you could have funerals, like you could preside over them. You could just go become a dudist, and it's free. And
What the
you
fuck
have
is a
every.
dudist?
It's like somebody who likes the Big Lebowski, and they're a priest now.
I'll be honest, that sounds a little obnoxious.
No, I don't think so.
That sounds like the equivalent of jumping on a countertop in McDonald's going, "I'm Pickle Rick! I'm Pickle Ree! I'm Pickle Rick!"
No, I just have all the legal qualifications as a normal priest now.
Yeah, it just sounds like someone who's like, haha, dude, I love this movie. I'm going to be as obnoxious about it as possible.
Well, I mean, it started as like a kind of actual religion, but now it's all atheists who want to be priests. Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Big Lebowski, pretty goddamn funny movie. I enjoyed it. A lot less spooky than what we've been going
Oh,
through the
yeah.
past few times.
Definitely. I picked a funny movie to follow up on our Halloween viewing marathon.
Yep. We can, and thank God, because I ran out of funny Halloween names about
Yeah,
2
exactly.
episodes into that, and then I was just bullshitting.
Oh, I just started screaming in your room. Like, I would pound on my chest. I would hit myself for your amusement, and
Yeah, and
everyone
you're
would
not
laugh.
you're not allowed to do that anymore because we're done with it.
Oh, damn. That was my favorite thing to do.
But yeah, really, really liked this movie. I loved the super silly. I don't know how. I feel like the opening uses a man with a very Western voice.
Yeah, it does. That's Sam Elliott. He's kind of a famous Western guy. The Coen specifically picked him for that.
For some reason, throughout this movie, like I was just about to say, man, I wonder how they get the money for that. But no, this isn't.
No, it's not an
small-
indie film, no.
Yeah, no, this This is a big ass movie by the Coen brothers. They made a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they got everybody. They got Jeff Bridges, Goodman, Buscemi. But yeah, no, they really liked Sam Elliott because he's got like a big honking mustache, and that means like they can dub in his lines and nobody will know this because the mustache covers his mouth.
Really?
So yeah, they can have him say whatever if they need to.
That's pretty great.
Oh yeah, it makes it easy.
So they had him for the intro, telling a story about the dude.
Yep. And the dude is basically a layabout who likes to just kind of... He likes drinking and smoking pot and chilling and bowling. And that's the life everybody could have.
Yep. I, too, love to bowl.
I'm not good at bowling. I can't do it.
Eh.
No, whenever I was helping with my movie, they wanted me to bowl strikes, and they ended up having to get grips and PAs to bowl the strikes instead, and then just cut the shots in between on Butcher the Bakers.
That's right, because you were in that scene. They show you bowling the ball, and then it cuts.
Yeah.
Instead of moving the camera over, it just cuts because you can't roll a strike.
Hard cut. Yep. That's what they call it in the industry, the sloppy bad boy cut.
But yeah, Big Lebowski opens up. I believe the opening shot was in the bowling alley.
No, opening shots, kind of like looking into a bunch of tumbleweeds and like dust and stuff, and then looking out over Los Angeles.
Yeah, Los Angeles.
Yeah,
And then doesn't it go to the bowling alley?
Yeah, pretty soon after it does, yeah.
Yeah. So in the bowling alley, we see the dude.
Yep.
Jeffrey Lebowski. We see his friend Walter, and we see his friend Donnie. And Walter looks exactly like Zeke from the Infamous games.
Yeah.
I think Infamous 2, or I'm trying to remember. They changed one of the main characters' designs from 1 to 2. I think it was the main character.
I haven't played 2. With 1, I mean, the game looks okay, but everything's very, very jaggy because it's one of the first games in the generation, so they're just starting stuff out. So Zeke doesn't look great in that game, but yeah, he does look like him.
He looks exactly like Walter there.
Yeah.
Movie was really, really funny. There was a few key moments. At some point, at a certain point, I just had to stop writing them down because I would be taking up my phone every maybe 3 minutes to note something really, really funny or some really small joke they put into the movie.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the great things about this movie is everything ties back into itself later on.
Yep.
Which is why it gets better on multiple viewings.
They did that a lot, where there would just they would mention going to an In-N-Out burger. And then the scene would continue, they would do all this stuff, and then in the leaving scene, in which they're talking about what happened...
Yeah, they're just chomping on burgers and...
Yeah, they're eating In-N-Out burgers.
Yeah.
They did that a lot with a whole bunch of things.
Oh, yeah, and that really is, like, what makes this movie, like amazing on rewatches, because people will rewatch this movie, like, 10 times and say it gets funnier every single time they watch it. Like, I've probably seen it maybe 5 times at this point, and yeah, I do think that's true.
It gets funnier each time.
Yeah.
Walter was definitely my favorite character in it because he was a slightly unhinged Vietnam vet. The reactions he had to transgressions against himself was really, really funny.
Oh, yeah. He's kind of like if Alex Jones was slightly more willing to move physically than he is.
Unless it's Saturdays.
Oh, yeah, no, because he don't bowl on Shabbos.
Yep. But there's a point where he's bowling and someone allegedly steps over the line.
Yep.
And Walter takes out a fucking gun. And then how did they get away from the police officer? I don't remember how that ended.
they finished up their game of bowling and then got in their car and then the police rolled in after that. So they just kind of moseyed on out.
They just kind of went right past them.
Yeah, because it's not really high up on the police's radar. Some guy's wielding a gun in a bowling alley.
There's a lot of little small humors. At one point, one of the characters is driving out of a parking lot and he just bangs his fucking car off the curb. And it's just, there's no lead up to it. There's no, ha. It's just a thing that happens. That was just, that small little bang was really funny to me.
Yeah.
That happens a ton.
Well, yeah, because his car gets wrecked by the end. Like, there's just a bunch of, like, little minor, things that happen to his car, and then by the end, it's settled.
Yep, by the end, it's completely fucked. There's small little shit, like, he keeps getting his house broken into by all these people. He's just in there trying to relax, listening to bowling sounds from 1987.
Yeah.
And then people break into his house, and so at one point, he's like, all right, enough of this. He nails a piece of wood to the floor really shittily, puts a chair up against it, and then forgets that the door opens inwards.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fucking do anything. And
yeah. Well, the dude's not too dissimilar from me because whenever I want to relax, I listen to an old radio show about like a man crying.
Yeah, it's called Let Me Tell You About.
Oh, that's right.
And one thing that was very prevalent throughout the entire movie was the way someone would ask the dude what was going on, and he would explain himself in almost a one-to-one fashion when I'm playing Dr. Patton Normstrom in Revival, a Dungeons & Dragons Real Play podcast, which you go listen to because I'm going to remaster the early episodes.
Nice.
He speaks just like me when it's 2:30 in the morning and I have to explain a concept I don't really understand because I wasn't paying too close of attention.
Well, I mean, nobody can blame you.
There are lots of ins and outs, very, very complicated situation there.
Yeah, exactly, man.
But yeah, fantastic movie, really fun characters, a lot of just one-off jokes. I would love to watch this again with someone else.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, I don't know if this would be a great idea, but this would actually be a really good movie to do, like, a drunken rewatch, like, thing on, like a commentary type thing. I don't know if that would be great or bad, but...
It could range from good to awful. So
yeah, true.
Maybe for those little Patreon people, we'll make a little commentary for it.
Maybe.
But tell me a little bit more about this dudism stuff.
Oh, well, like, basically, like, the philosophy of this movie spoke to a couple people, and they started, like, their own religion based off of it. And, like, there's also a film festival kind of thing called Lebowski Fest, where every year, like, in different cities all around the world, people will go and watch this movie and dress up in costumes, and then there's, like, free bowling and, like, trivia, and sometimes the cast shows up. I mean, like John Goodman and, like, people have gone to these, pretty recently. It's kind of like a casting crew reunion type thing. So, yeah, I mean, it's legit. This movie has a lot of fans.
And it's pretty unassuming because the plot is pretty, how the plot kind of goes is the dude is in his house, gets broken into by a bunch of people, they shove his face in the toilet, start asking him, "Where's the money, Lebowski?" Drowning him in a toilet, and then a dude pees on his rug, and so he starts looking around like, who the fuck's this Lebowski guy? Finds out there's this big name, fancy pants man named Jeffrey Lebowski. And so he tells these people, like, hey, man, I don't have your fucking money. And so they get out, they're like, we'll be back, give us the fucking money. Oh, wait, maybe this might not be the guy. So they just kind of quietly leave.
Yeah.
But to the
little, like, pee dribbles probably coming out in his pants.
Yeah, and so he goes...
He didn't shake after. You didn't see him shake.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah. So he's probably got little pee drips in his pants. That's on him.
That is true.
Yeah.
He goes to the big Lebowski, and the guy tells him pretty much to fuck off. And so he leaves and he steals one of the rugs.
Yeah. No, and the kind of butler guy in the movie, it's Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's like an amazing actor. He's reserved in this one, but he's done some like fantastic roles. But yeah, no, he recently died of a heroin overdose.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's shitty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he had another 20 years of good movies left in him.
But story continues. He goes back home. Gets a phone call from the Big Lebowski saying, like, hey, come to the house. If it's don't worry about the fucking rug, I don't care. And he tells him, I received a ransom note from these people, and you sounded like you might have had an encounter with them, so I'm going to give you this $1 million briefcase to give to them. And they will, they'll give me back my wife, Bonnie. Or Bunny.
Yeah.
So, Bunny fucking... she disappears, and he gives them the money, and he picks up his friend Walter, and they go to drop off the money. Things spiral out of control from there, and you see that there's way more things involved with this whole process. Things stack up. People keep breaking into his house. They drop a ferret in his bathroom.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of crazy shit. And then there's, I guess you could call it a big twist at the end.
Yeah, kind of.
But
it depends. I'm not really sure if most people would be able to piece it along from like the movie or not. Because it's kind of people could assume that there has to be something going on with them giving Jeff the money, like the dude. Like they would never trust him with any money really, so something will have had to go on there.
Mm-hmm.
But it would just depend, yeah.
Yeah, definitely a lot of twists and turns, and if you come in halfway through the movie, you probably won't understand anything. You're out of your element. You should
Yeah,
shut
shut the fuck up, Donnie!
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Shut your goddamn fucking mouth!
Yeah, just like that, just screaming into the microphone.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, they say fuck almost 300 times.
Only 300?
Almost.
That's about as much as they say it in Butcher the fucking Bakers.
Yeah, exactly. You old cock-sucking demon Grim Reaper, I'm gonna suck your fucking cock, suck fuck.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, it was improv. It was improv. Oh yeah, but actually, absolutely, like, nothing in this movie is improv. It's all scripted. Every
Really?
single pause and dialogue is scripted. Yep.
Yeah, the Coen brothers definitely, were they the head writers, or was there someone else?
Yeah, no, they write and direct, like, pretty much all their own films. Beforehand, like, basically, the Coen brothers had to pick one of them to be the director, because that was guild rules, but now they're so famous they can both be directors, it's fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and this was actually right after Fargo, too.
so they had two whiz bangers right in a row. I'm sure
Well,
both
this
did
bombed.
very... Oh, it bombed.
Yeah, this bombed in theaters. I don't think Fargo did amazing. It did alright. Did okay.
No,
But yeah,
why did this
bombed.
movie bomb?
So critics hated it. Nobody just really wanted to see it. I mean, the Coen brothers aren't big outside of, like, film circles. I mean, normal people won't say, like, oh, a Coen brothers movie, I gotta go see it. They'll say, like, oh, what, is this like a movie starring, Keith Black? I gotta go see it.
I don't even know who Keith Black is.
No, I don't either.
Is this a movie starring Matthew McConaughey? Is this a Tyler Perry movie? Is this a scary movie sequel?
Ooh, yeah,
Is this how many superheroes are in this crossover movie?
See, I'm really hoping that for the next movie they make, I really want Ant-Man to crawl inside of the Hulk. Like, kind of like a Vor situation, like...
You mean like a reverse Vor?
Yeah, oh, Hulk, you're so big and I'm so tiny.
A reverse Vor or an Oro. Or Erove.
Exactly, that's what I'm hoping, Marvel. Get it together. If you want my ticket, you better give me what I want. Superhero Vor.
So, this movie has a really, really strong cult following, right, Joe?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep.
Now, why did this movie get such a huge cult following of people? Because I really enjoyed it, but was it just a movie that was released at the wrong time, or something, and that's why it didn't do very well outside, or...
No, I mean, like, a lot of great movies are bombs. It's just because, like, the people looking for good movies see it, and then that only makes them a couple million, and they spent 20 to 50 million on the movie, so it's not enough. But then later on, whenever it goes to home video, I mean, it picks up sales then, and then eventually, like, they figure out, oh, hey, we need to reboot this. Yeah.
When are they going to reboot The Big Lebowski, Joe?
So, like, basically, people have been begging the Coen brothers to make a sequel to The Big Lebowski for, like, a decade and a half. They won't do it.
I feel like a sequel kind of ruins the idea.
Yeah, no, that's what they say.
Why? I might have mentioned this in Best Boys already. Why do people want sequels so much?
Because it's a safe, easy bet on where to put your money, because people already know these characters and stuff. They already saw the first one, they already put money into it, so if you pump 20 million into it, they'll probably get at least 2/3 of what they made from the last one.
Yeah, I mean, I understand from a publisher perspective, but for just the normal man on the street, why the fuck do you want a Child of Light 2? Why the fuck do you want Undertale 2, Overtale? Why the fuck do you want a sequel to these movies? Don't you understand that the entire premise of the movie kind of gets a little fucked up if you just make a direct sequel to it?
Well, I mean, normal people don't see films as films, they see them as entertainment. Like, I can just go in on, like, a Saturday evening, pick a movie at random, and if I know the two main actors and I've heard of the name before, it'll probably be good. So that's how they make all their money.
I guess so. It just seems so foreign to me.
Yeah.
It would be like saying, man, I can't wait to see Boy in the Striped Pajamas 2. This time he's pajam back.
Yeah.
You know, jumping pajam in... Fuck, hold on. I wanted to mix pajamas and Jumpin' Jack. But Jumpin' Jack 2 fucking up those Nazis.
Well, see, here's the thing. That little boy actually had a big older sister, and now she's back with a Tommy gun for revenge.
See, here's another thing about movies that I fucking hate. There's... Every goddamn time, they always find some obscure review site like Yahoo Movies or 123movienow.ru.
Yeah,
they always make sure to say
Amazon.com product review.
Yeah, they always make sure to say like thrilling, sexy, and they always put that on there.
Sensual.
I hate that shit.
Oh yeah, because it's not actually saying anything. It's just a word that someone used in a review.
Yeah, but like, oh man, this Ant-Man 4 has the word sexy on it. Now
Yeah.
you have my attention.
Yeah, Lasagna Cat did something brilliant with this. In their original run, it's like a little like series on YouTube parodying Garfield and what Garfield is, and they just take a bunch of like horrid quotes from like people just like underhandedly bashing the movie, and they put it to the Jurassic Park theme, like the din 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 thing whenever he sees the dinos.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, and no, Lasagna Cat. That's funny.
But yeah, so why do you think The Big Lebowski got such a cult following?
Well, it was always going to have a following in film circles. I mean, with like people who kind of knew the like industry, kind of. I mean, they liked it. They knew that people were going to like it later on, and like, I mean, the Coen brothers have a big legion of fans, probably like loyal fans. They all went to go see it, but it only totaled a couple million of them, so it just wasn't enough. And then as home video hit, I mean, it was really easy to get this. So you could just like pop it on whenever and show your friends and laugh.
When did this movie come out again?
98.
98. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, shit. That's almost fuck, yeah.
20 years.
Yeah, that's about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, there's so they've done like a handful of movies before. Like their biggest one ever was No Country for Old Men.
They made that one?
Yes.
Wasn't that remake done somewhat recently?
No Country was never remade. They did a remake called True Grit of a 60s western kind of.
Maybe that's something.
Yeah, that's probably it.
It had a guy with a bob haircut.
It's like kind of like an old gray man kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It was very recent. It was like 2000, after 2010.
Yeah,
this remake,
2011, I think. Yeah.
Had a real kind of ugly looking dude with a bob cut and a shotgun.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Maybe they.
I don't know what a bob cut is. It sounds like my dad's like haircut.
It kind of looks like the lady in here, Maud.
Oh,
she had a bob cut.
Okay. See, I've got like a bowl cut. That's the only hairstyle I know.
Yeah, I was wondering why this movie was rated R. I think in the intro it just said strong. It said pervasive strong language.
Oh yeah, that tells you it's gonna be in the whole movie.
It's gonna be in the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, exactly. They should have put rated R by the MPAA for fucking old greasy balls and cock fucking and ass spelunking.
Ass spelunking.
Yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
that in the movie? Didn't they say spelunking at some point?
Maybe.
There's a lot.
They said
of
log jamming.
Log jam. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really, really funny dialogue in this. I can see this being kind of like Xavier Renegade Angel in a long form format.
Oh yeah.
Where there's a lot of nonsensical humor that is spliced into the episode or movie. There's things that happen that are referenced later in a fun way. That happens about 17 million times. There's a lot of visual humor where he's meeting the Big Lebowski, and he just keeps touching his fucking trophy.
Yeah,
and the guy's like, please don't touch it. And he just touches it one last time before he leaves.
Yep.
It's just stuff like that. There's a lot of really small things. The fact that each character kind of has a quirk to them a bit. The Big Lebowski keeps calling him a bum.
Yeah.
You know, you're a bum. Get out of here, you bum.
Yeah, showed him, stole his rug.
Yeah, he stole his rug. There's Bonnie. I don't think Bonnie says really anything out in the movie except for her intro.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's like, it's Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she doesn't really have too much to do, but she's just a plot device, really.
Yeah, she's the main quote unquote hostage of the film, but yeah, really good movie. Are there any other things you want to mention here, Joe?
I mean, so basically, he says, I think it's like man, like a couple hundred times too, and dude, like 160. That shot whenever they're tossing out the briefcase from like the car, they couldn't actually do that because it's really hard to toss like something in an arc out of a moving car, so it was much easier to just back up in high speed and toss it into the moving car.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he threw it out and went, whoop.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's really hard to actually arc like that.
There was a scene where he slams his head on a glass table.
Yeah,
and I
that's
can kind of
reversed.
tell that, he probably had his face on there and they just reversed
Yeah,
the
you
shot.
just smush face and then you go up.
Yeah, because there's no way you're going to be able to do that and not, fucking hurt yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the coffee mug shot looks really realistic whenever they throw the mug at him.
Did he not get hit with an actual mug?
I don't know. I don't think so. It just looks really realistic.
That scene felt a little off to me. Why was that guy such an asshole?
I don't know. He's like some drunk, like homeless looking guy. Like is in your office. He's like probably he smells of pot and old booze and like old feet. And you're trying to like tell him to get out, and then he doesn't listen.
I mean, I think it would be worse if he smelled like young feet.
Yeah, definitely, because then he's a ped.
He's a Pendergast, like
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus.
Jesus in this movie is a Pendergast.
Yeah, no, that actor's been bugging the Coen brothers for years to like have permission to make like a side movie just about that character.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the harm in that.
Yeah.
But that was a fun character. He never really showed up again. I expected him to play more of a role.
No, yeah, that's why they did that. Just because they introduce these really big characters and then don't really use them again.
Yeah, it felt kind of off to me. I was wondering if that was the joke or if... Because I expected the movie to continue until they had the bowling finale, but it just kind of ends.
Yeah.
It just kind of ends at a certain point, and it's like, well, okay, that was a little odd.
Well, I mean, there's really nothing else to do because the bowling tournament isn't really the main point of the movie, and then Donnie's dead, so...
Yeah, so I mean, their team probably dropped anyway.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, no, I mean, it's a fantastic kind of neo-noir thriller. Like, it's really modeled after those old detective movies from the 50s.
Yeah, there's a lot of sleuthing involved.
Yeah.
But I think that about does it. Unless there's anything else, Joe?
No, I don't think so. I'd say check it out if maybe you could, if you want to smoke a J and watch a good movie.
Yeah, if you want to fucking hort a hog's leg and then pop this movie in.
Yeah.
Pretty great
Smoking
movie.
the devil's lettuce and checking out a flick.
Yep. Definitely, I would rate this officially as the Xavier Renegade Angel of film.
Oh, okay.